after the pouring rain we had this morning, it calmed down for a little bit, and yeah, so I went to lunch, about 1 o'clock. Wasn't too bad. I got maybe 5 minutes from the office, and I don't know how to put it into words what happened. It was just a monsoon by a factor of 10. It was insane, and yeah, completely soaked head to toe. Had to buy yet another pair of trousers, shirt, umbrella just to get back. It's madness. Could not believe it was raining so hard, and now we have blue skies. What the hell? Oh well, I can't really complain. I'd prefer to ride back in this than that rain we had earlier. I think everyone knows at least one person that just seems to have no boundaries. They have no issue sharing as much information with you as they possibly can. Well, unfortunately, that person in my life just happens to be my manager. And I mean, let me say this. I hope I never meet his missus, because I don't think I could look her in the eye. Some of the stuff this guy has told me is it's disgusting. And today, just like any other day really, he decided to share a little story with us, as you do, over lunch. So I'm sitting there eating my sandwich, and he decides to tell us about this one time he goes to Mexico. Nothing wrong with that, you think? And then he says, by the way, my partner, she's a vegetarian, and sometimes when she goes to the toilet, it gets a bit messy. So again, I'm eating at this point, probably don't need to know that, but don't worry, it gets worse. So yeah, anyway, he proceeds to tell us she's in this toilet doing her business, and does an Olympic gold medal shit, and when she comes to flush the toilet, basically the toilet floods and there's shit all over the floor and everything else. And I'm sitting there basically, so I'm sitting there just completely speechless. I mean, how do you respond to somebody telling you that? I really don't need to know about anyone's toilet habits, let alone a huge mess all over the floor. And mid lunch, that's not a lunchtime story. Absolute filth. And then there's a time he got his new car, and she threw up all over the place, and as in his words, they got some blowback as they were driving down the car. So I don't know, just vomit everywhere, shit everywhere. I don't need to know this information. I don't need to know it so much. I'm sharing it with you guys because you don't need to know it either. But anyway, one of these stories that I was actually quite pleased that he shared was yeah, so sorry, one of his stories that I was actually quite pleased that he shared was he was telling us this time when he was 18, 19, going to college, and he was friends with some girl. And this girl, she, had no issues getting pretty friendly with various guys at the college. And she later, as it turns out, she later became a porn star. Apparently she was quite big in Germany and places like that. So, naturally, armed with this knowledge, the whole office had to look up who this girl was. So we stick her name into Google and check Google Images, And probably half the page down, yeah, so about half a page down, we come across this picture of this girl. I don't know how old she was at the time, but basically naked, obviously, bent over with some dude's face buried in her ass. And we're looking at it and thinking, hang on a minute, that guy looks familiar. So yeah, we look at it, look at my manager, and there is more than just a little bit of a resemblance there. We're all pretty sure that's him with his face buried in this porn star's ass. Now, he's denying it, obviously, but do you know what? If I could get away with posting it and post a picture of him, I would do it. But I don't think YouTube will like that very much. But trust me, it is him. It's got to be him. He's trying to deny it, but it is him. So funny. My bike is filthy. I need to get this thing cleaned. Just take it up the jet wash. And my gloves are soaked. They're still wet from this morning. There's nothing worse than putting on wet gear. I was hoping it would dry today, but it hasn't. They're still like just as bad as this morning. Even my jacket's wet. I think I'm going to need to get myself a new jacket for my birthday. Have a look.